So thanks for that. Kevin Sheridan, I'm chairperson of Taste Council of Ireland, which is a group of us who get together and try and work towards positive growth and sustainability in small Irish food. It's an exciting place to be. I also run a company called Sheridan's Cheesemongers. We've been around 20 years. We started on a market stall in Galway, and we've been in Meath, based in Meath for the last 15 years. I'm very happy here, even though I'm a dub. Well, first of all, what a fantastic opportunity, a surprise to be able to speak to probably over 100 young adults, probably a much more interesting audience than we normally get. We just refer to a unit that the Taste Council is doing. I imagine you're probably all in transition year at the moment, but we have this programme which this year will be run in over 100 schools in Ireland. We tried it last year, and it's the Futures Food transition year programme, and that's being run with Board BIA, and it just gives the opportunity for young food producers to go into schools and work with transition year students, and for students then to do projects based around food production or supporting local food producers. So if there's any transition year teachers, Taste Council website, you'll learn about it there and you can sign up there as well. So obviously I'm involved in food, and this is a really exciting time to be in food. And it's a really exciting time in food in Meath. But it's also a difficult time, and a time when there's a lot of choices to be made in food. Nobody could not know about or pass by or have family members who are beef farmers, for example, at the moment, and are having difficulties. So we've got a headline over the last number of years of agriculture in Ireland, which is, Harvest 2020, we're going to exceed our growth targets there. We hear the annual export figures of how many billion we're now exporting every year. So much good news, so many good details given to us. But I think for the next generation, you guys sitting down there, I think your most important role, the most important job that we can ask you to do is to question what has come before you. Not only question the policies that are there, but also question the fundamentals that they're based on. And I think that's the asset that we have in you, and that's such an important role for you, is not just to take the path that's laid out in front of you, but to question that. And I think there's a lot of questioning that need to be done. We've got growth of 40% in our beef sector in Harvest 2020, which we'll exceed, yet it's not economically viable for Irish beef farmers, even with subsidies. It doesn't make sense. The dairy sector is doing really well at the moment. Prices are good. Global demand is up. You'll hear all of these things. 30 years ago, we had 65,000 dairy farmers in Ireland, family farms. Now we have 19,000. By 2020, we'll have 16,500. Even with all those efficiencies, 10% of those will still not be economically viable. And I think those figures are positive. And the basis of this is that our focus has always been in Ireland, pretty much, on commodity products. We are working hard, and great people within Board BIA, Enterprise Ireland, etc., changing that, but fundamentally we produce and we sell most of our product as a commodity product. And there's only one way you do economics, probably most of you in school. There's only one way commodity markets go, and that's the fundamental rule is the producer will be paid only just as much as will keep them in business, or the hope of staying in business. So that's the path that we are on, that's the model that we have. And there's implications to that apart from just those farms. If we reduce, like we will with the dairy sector and our beef farmers obviously, there's implications as well for our county of Meath. So as we grow more efficient in our production of protein to supply this world market, what we will be doing, of course, is we need to have our cattle in sheds. We need to look at our family farm structure. We need to look at stone walls, how efficient they are, or our hedgerows. And we need to look at those implications. Now that would be fine. You might think, well, look, modernity, we need to move on. But the economic fundamentals are flawed. And there's repercussions within our tourism industry as we look to move to this type of agriculture. This is our second biggest industry, which we now put in doubt because of these policies. But at the same time, there's another parallel growth happening, a growth that's based on innovation, our fantastic food heritage, and our natural resources around producing new foods, of branded foods, of foods where the small producer controls that brand, and can get extra income and high employment. But we also need to look at how we develop those projects and how we look at, again, the overriding the path that we are on, which is fast growth and large scale. And this mantra which is there is huge value in programs which Enterprise Ireland are doing, etc., which is to grow business, and this is very important. But we need to look at the viability of micro-enterprises. We need to build the infrastructure if we're to have a long-term future in County Meath, a long-term future which protects our natural heritage, your natural resources, and can actually create real long-term employment and real long-term value from your inheritance of this fantastic agricultural county. So just think about what people are saying, think about the policies that are laid out into your future, and please question them. Thank you.